Do you want to find your perfect Valorant sensitivity so you can become a great player like Brax, Tens, or Hiko? Well, you've come to the right place. This is the first step in a journey to becoming a better player, as having the right sense for you will allow you to build muscle memory more quickly and be a more consistent player. From my point of view as a Counter-Strike player, finding your perfect sensitivity is super important as it allows you to focus more on your decision making, which at the end of the day is what's going to take you from being a good player to being a great one. Before we get started, let's talk about EDPI as it will help us be on the same page throughout the video. EDPI is a player's in-game sensitivity multiplied by their mouse DPI. EDPI is the universal number that denotes someone's true sensitivity. For example, a person with 400 DPI and a 0.5 sensitivity in-game will feel 4 times slower than someone with the same in-game sensitivity and 1600 DPI. A healthy chunk of pro players play on 400 DPI, but if you're like me and want your mouse to move at least a little bit on your desktop, you can play on higher. I would recommend selecting between 400, 800, and 1600 DPI as that comes standard on most mice, and if you pick something weird like 523, your computer needs to calculate for it, which can create a small amount of latency. Also, you want your window sensitivity to be 6 and your mouse acceleration off. If you don't know where those are or where to find them, I don't have time to tell you right now, but look them up, it's fairly easy to find. Now that we have that out of the way, let's jump into the methods. The first method is the most comprehensive and is actually how you're going to find your personal sensitivity. So strap in, this is going to be a long one. Disclaimer, this method has stood the test of time and has been told in many different ways. This is actually how I found my personal sensitivity back in 2015, but this is my personal take on the method and I think it's faster and more user-friendly than the original. Now this method used to start off with you finding your 360 sensitivity. That's stupid. If you need to do a 360 in CSGO or Valorant, you fucked up. You should never have to go over 180 degrees, and if you for some reason needed to go 360, why wouldn't you just go 90 in the other direction? Also, for 99.99% of players, this sense is way too high. The lower the sensitivity you have, the easier it is for you to make micro corrections. That can be the difference between you hitting someone for 149 in 4 in the body and 151 in 1 in the head. Instead of using your 360 sense as a starting point, let's look at the EDPIs of the best players. The median EDPI of all Valorant pros is 278, so let's start there. On screen now are the in-game sensitivities for 400, 800, and 1600 DPI. Now hit F3 and set the practice mode to eliminate 100. Then kill bots until you get one near the center and near the back wall. Now begin to strafe back and forth while trying to track the bot's head. You're going to do this for a while. 5 to 10 minutes should be good. Try moving back and forth to try tracking at different ranges. Get up on boxes, bags, and ledges to try changing verticality. Valorant is a little different than CSGO as you have to flick up and down more often. Keeping things like this in mind while trying to find your perfect sensitivity is going to give you the edge over other players that wouldn't think this far ahead. While you're running through this exercise, ask yourself these questions. Is my crosshair lagging behind? Is my crosshair getting too far out in front? Does this feel comfortable? Am I just a baby? Is this worth it? Is any of this worth it? What is life? If you find that you are falling behind, multiply your in-game sense by 1.5. If you're getting out ahead or are really shaky, divide by 2. Now you should have two numbers, the 278 EDPI sensitivity and your new lower or higher sensitivity. My sensitivity is lower than average, so we are going to use those numbers to explain. In this case, those sensitivities will be 0.173 and 0.0865 respectively. You are going to want to average those two numbers, add them together and divide by 2. Now you have 3 numbers. Your original 278 EDPI sensitivity, your higher or lower new sensitivity, and a middle sensitivity. Test out the highest and lowest of the 3 numbers with the method we used above. Choose which number you are more comfortable with, and again take the average of that number and the middle number. Cross out the number you did not pick. I know all this math can be very confusing, so if you have any questions, I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday over at twitch.tv/on1tv with a 0 and a 1. Swing by and I'll answer any questions that you might have. Continue to do this and ask yourself these questions until you find your perfect sensitivity. You will know when you have it when you cannot tell the difference between the highest and lowest sense. Just take the average once more and there it is. Generally, this takes 5 to 10 cycles before you get it. You may want to write down the sensitivities you are using as this can get confusing. As a side note, if you need to go above 400 EDPI, you need a bigger mousepad. Generally speaking, the bigger the mousepad, the better, but some people are okay on a small one. The second method is one of trial and error. This one is a little less personalized, but will get you playing faster. What you're going to want to do is find some pro sensitivities and try them out. Remember Brax, Tens, and Hiko? Their sensitivities are on screen now. Try them out in the practice range and play a game or two on them. See if you like it and try a few others. This will get you in the right ballpark, and as you play more with different pro sensitivities, you will find out what you do and don't like. Play some unranked so it doesn't matter, and feel free to adjust as you play. A lot of people play like this as it's more based on feel and is a little more casual. So if that seems more your style, maybe try this out. With this method, you won't build muscle memory as quickly, but if you're willing to give it some time, I'm sure you'll find the sensitivity that fits perfectly for you. That being said, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. I hope it helps, and I hope you find your perfect Valorant sensitivity. Good luck on the upcoming grind. Rank should be coming out real soon, so you want to get this stuff squared away as soon as possible. Again, if you have any questions or just want to hang out, I stream over on Twitch every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Links are in the description. Make sure to check that out. Thanks for watching again, guys. I am On One, and I am out. Peace.
Flash him.
Last player standing.
Oh,
Wow.
got him.
Oh, you got it. Nice
I
job.
got him. Half a millisecond.
Thank you for that savagery.
Can I get that?
That was very helpful.
Jesus Christ.
Alright, let me get